saw you recently with the shirt that says 2027, the year everything changed. So what's happening?
I do believe that in a couple of years, and this is not only Bashar's prediction, it's a prediction from other psychics as well that have tapped into this. It does appear that in about 2027, we will actually be introduced openly to extraterrestrials. We will know they exist. And so it's the changes that happen from that point forward that we're really talking about. Is now that we know openly that such things are real and such beings exist and that they're going to interact more openly with our society, what does that change in all of the different, categories of human endeavor, and what do those changes look like, and how quickly do they occur, or how slowly do they occur, depending on what those human categories are. So the idea may be that there will be phases to this contact. Let's say, for example, they might suddenly just park their ships out over the ocean or something like that, where we can see them, and they might stay there long enough where we can get over our excitement and our confusion and our surprise at seeing them and get used to the fact that the ships are there for maybe a long period of time. That could last months. And then maybe we start going, okay, they're here. So just the idea of being able to calm down and settle down by being exposed to a ship hovering over the ocean in plain sight of hundreds of thousands of people and nothing happening gets us used to the fact that someone is standing there waiting for us to calm down and get used to their presence. That can go a long way toward then the next step being able to land and stand and step out of the ship and say, yeah, here we are. So they could do this in phases to get us used to the idea that they're here. I'm not saying that open contact would suddenly be a major, shock in the sense of, oh yeah, now you just have to get used to the fact that you're standing 2 feet away from a Pleiadian. No, they'll do it in a way that allows us the opportunity to absorb it, at least to some degree, before they openly introduce themselves, because that wouldn't serve any purpose for us to go into psychological panic and then try to have contact. So they'll ease us into it in some way, shape, or form. That's my, religion and politics and economics and sociology and psychology and all of that. So it's just that I think 2027 will be the catalyst, the beginning of that change, because it'll be relatively undeniable from that point forward that ETs do exist, because they will be openly introducing themselves to our society. And so for some people it'll be like a given. Yeah, sure, we knew they were always there. For some people it'll be surprise. So it just depends on how quickly someone can absorb all of the change that's going to happen with that introduction. So, but to me, that's kind of the beginning of it. That's the starting point of the change, is 2027. Wow. That's the reason why I want to do the class, is to provide more of this information so that they have something that they can grab onto.